I want to talk to you guys about color distribution on your cakes and my thought process of how to add color to my cakes when I'm designing them. Now, this cake is a perfect example of good color distribution, but I'm going to start by showing you some old cakes that I made before I knew how to do this correctly. Now, I know this cake is a mess, but I made it like 16 years ago. But this is a good example of bad color distribution in the cake. So I have purple in the cake, but it's only on the very bottom tier, a little bit in the name, and a number 1 on the top. It would have looked much better if I added some purple stripes in the tent. And here's another example of bad color distribution. Now, she sent me a picture and she wanted the cake this way. I don't love this one, but this is what she wanted. But there's the purple glitter in here, and then the gold on the top, and then the white board and the black writing. There is no black anywhere else in this cake, so it just looks weird, like it doesn't belong. So the colors of this cake were teal, hot pink, black, and white. And I tried to incorporate all of the colors on every tier of the cake. So we'll start with the top tier right here, and I did just post a video on how I do the net in the basketball, but since the background of the net is black and the netting is white, I knew I needed to make the ball teal and pink, and since there's a lot of pink in the cake, I decided to make the ball teal to kind of balance everything out, which meant that I had to make the stripes in the basketball pink, and I opted for a pink rim around the top of the net because the ball is teal, and I thought that would be too much teal around the very top of the cake. The second tier has some ombre-ish hot pink icing and then some teal waves. Now this is a beachy kind of basketball theme, so I opted to do the waves in teal, which meant I still needed black and white on this cake, and I was to put sunglasses on this tier, and I decided to do the black background for the sunglasses with the white shades in the front to kind of mimic the black background of the net with the white netting in the front. And there's also a light pink sun on here. Now, light pink is not one of their colors. However, with the ombre icing, you can kind of see a little bit of light pink coming through. So I thought that would be nice for a pop of color. Now, the third tier has a pink brick background, so I knew I had to do the names in teal, and I was just originally going to do them on a black background, but I was missing some white on this tier, so I decided to do the teal lettering on top of white fondant, on top of black fondant to make it pop. And then for the sneaker, and I do have a video showing how to do the sneaker and the brick wall and all these names. Just look at my channel, I have tons of videos. But anyway, for the sneaker, I decided to do it teal because the background of the bricks is pink, and that would have been too much pink. So I have the teal sneaker, and then I did a pop of color with the pink swoosh. And then for the bottom tier is similar to the second tier that does have that ombre-ish pink icing with the teal waves. And I did the NBA logo in their colors. So since it already has the teal, hot pink, and white, I needed some black on there. So I put it on a black piece of fondant to have that black background, and also the black palm trees tie in that black color. Now, I don't love that I have a silver cake drum here. Ideally, I would have covered that in black. So the black on the cake drum would have balanced out the black at the very top of the cake. Now, when I'm designing cakes, I don't always have every color represented on each tier, but doing this way is helpful when you're first learning correct color distribution. So I hope this helps. Let me know if you guys have any questions in the comments.